What's up, guys? I am super excited today because I get to ride this board from Miles Board called the Phantom. This thing's gonna be fun. Let's do this. I'm gonna start out on speed mode 1 just to get going here. First off though, thanks so much to Miles Boards for letting me review this. This is awesome. This board is super cool. It's got some amazing specs we're gonna try today. The biggest one we're trying today though is range. This board is supposed to be able to go 30 miles. So we're starting with 100% battery. I'm also gonna go ahead and start my app here as well. There we go. So we're tracking it in 2 different ways. This board can go 30 miles an hour. Now, it's not gonna go 30 today because I'm running it right now with the 97 millimeter wheels. And I'm guessing I can probably hit like 27, 28 miles on this thing an hour. We'll give that a shot in a little bit, but I just want to get my feel for it. It's a very different deck than what I'm used to. But enough of the specs. Let's just cruise, listen to some music, have a good time. Some of the cyclists absolutely hate me. Yeah! Getting it. Yeah! Little bump here. Let's see how it does. Oh, yep, no probs, no probs. All right, let's try speed mode 3. Give it a shot. Woo! Okay, 20, 22. Got a nice straight here. Let's push it up. 27. Woo! Killer board. I totally lied about the going slow and being vibey. Oh man, even at 26, I gave it a little more gas and it's got some torque still. All right, see if I can top it out. I've got a little bit of an uphill and I'm still going like 27-ish. Whoop, whoop. You a little ruddy in there, huh? Yeah. This board feels solid as can be, bro. Feels super good. So we're gonna cruise up this sidewalk here. Real steep. Oh, no probs. All right, so I'm over halfway, I think. Let's see, what am I at? 15 miles. So I'm at like technically about 50%, I would guess, battery. See what the remote says also. Yep, I'm at 50% battery on the bars, so I should be fine to be able to get home because I'm more than halfway through the ride, so that's cool. I'll probably burn off some more around it because I want to milk this thing down to like nothing. I'm gonna hit that I don't know, 28, 30 miles, something like that. I'm over 20 miles now on the ride. Alright, so I just got back to the car. I went all the way down the bike path, all the way to the end of the Strand, past the Strand, kept riding, went down the road until I was like, okay, I need to flip it so I don't get stuck. But I've got one battery bar. My arm is super tired from holding the GoPro, so I'm going to leave the GoPro here. I'm going to go back to the path, because I hate watching range test videos where people don't ride the whole range and then they do the math. They go, oh, well, I rode 25% of the battery, I went X amount of miles, so we multiplied out. Nah, that's not how we're gonna do it. All right, so I feel like it's done. The battery's done. I'll show you why. If I ride it right now, like it's pretty much flat, a tiniest little bit of like uphill. This is nothing. And I all the way full throttle, speed mode 3. I'll get to, I mean, right now I'm going 3 miles an hour, full speed. So 4 miles an hour. 3 and 4 miles an hour, that's it. So back to 3, okay. So battery is toast. What did we do? Can you guess? Can you guess the mileage? I'll show it to you right now. So that was my longest ride I've ever done on an electric skateboard in one shot without even stopping to charge. And before I tell you the mileage, understand that I had a lot of fun. Seriously, the board rips. I'm 135 pounds, and the way I like to do my range tests is actually go ride it like I like to ride a board. It's kind of like a car. When you buy a car, they have a certain mileage rating, but when you drive it, if you drive a little faster, you might not get that mileage. Now, if you drove a little bit more like normally, then you would get that mileage. So I got 26.6 miles. Is what the remote told me that I got, and on my phone app I got 26.4 miles, so 26 and a half miles basically, but I'll trust the remote because it's directly connected to the board. 26.6 miles. So my average speed was 18.2 miles an hour. My top speed was 27.8 miles an hour, so I was going pretty fast the majority of the time. I was using the throttle all the way pretty much the whole time in like mode 2 though, which limits you to 22 miles an hour. So to me, I think maybe I wish that was a little bit higher. Maybe that's an opportunity in the future of making, I don't know, like 24 maybe? Because if the board goes 30, like that 8 mile an hour jump was kind of big, I thought. So maybe an opportunity there, but didn't really matter because it was super nice. I knew pretty much under any like smooth circumstance, I could just have the throttle all the way down in mode 2, and I'm going to be cruising around 21, 22 miles an hour depending on like the grades, and it was so much fun. So I was going fast. I still got 26.6 miles of range out of this board, and I know I could get that 30, 100%. I bet I could get 35 miles out of it if I like hyper miled it, or that's what they call it in like cars when you try to get every little mile per gallon. But when you do that, you're the guy in the slow lane going 60 miles an hour on the freeway. I'm not that guy. So I wrote it how I like to ride a board. I guarantee I could get the 30 miles. This board will get 30 miles of range if you want it to and if you need it to. I didn't need it to today. I wanted to have fun and just rip it as hard as I could. So that's what I did. I'm going to bring you guys like a full review of the board. I have it for a little bit longer, so I want to ride it a little more before I tell you about like each part of it. But right off the bat, it's super sleek. It's easy to carry. There's nothing like to snag on. There's not even any like bolts or screws or anything. Like, it's so sleek. It's like if Apple made a skateboard, honestly. So I really want to see if I can hit that 30 mile an hour number. I'm sure I can. You just need to put the larger wheels on, the Cloud Wheel 105s. I have these in the 120 millimeter on a different board, so I'm really excited to try these. And to switch the wheels, you just take one screw off, slip this thing on because it's direct drive, and you're good to go. It takes like 2 minutes. So rad. So I'm going to try these, and I'll tell you about how this rides, and I'll review a little bit more about each part of the board and let you guys know what I think of it. But overall, my initial impressions are it's fast, it's powerful, it's basically silent, so rad, and really, really, really great range. I'd highly consider this if you're looking for a short board.
That's all I got for you right now, and I'll see you guys soon with the rest of my review. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer them, and thanks for checking it out.